I was making over this vintage desk for a little girl, but before I could start, I found something really disgusting underneath. A vintage gum collection. Ew. But you know we've got this, so let's get into this makeover. I love doing furniture for kids because the direction I got was pink and fancy. So after I sent a few designs, the one she chose was this one. Let's make it happen. The first step was to give it a good clean. I used simple green to get any grease and grime off and then removed the old hardware. I scuff sanded everything with an orbital sander, and then finally it was time to tackle the chewing gum collection. I used a razor. I wore gloves for this. I don't know how long this has been here, but it did kind of gross me out. So we got it off, and then I did sand it smooth after I got most of it off with the razor. I caulked some of these edges just for a seamless look since it was getting painted, then gave it all a coat of the Sticks Bonding Primer. I applied this with a brush and roller. Then I smoothed out any imperfections using the Bondo glazing putty. If you have ever flipped furniture, you know this stuff is the bomb diggity. I glued on a few rose appliques for some added detail and then gave everything 3 coats of pink paint. This is a custom color because the pink paint that I had in hand was just a little bit too light, so I darkened it a bit, but it is Benjamin Moore Command, which I love to spray. Now it was time to add what inspired the whole design. I ordered this decoupage paper on Etsy and it is so adorable. It's this pretty pink flowery paper. Decoupage paper is basically tissue paper or rice paper and you glue it on. I use wallpaper paste. Some people use Mod Podge. I think wallpaper paste is a little bit stickier, maybe more durable. I don't know. That seems to be what a lot of the pros use, so that's what I use. I applied the paper with the design I wanted showing in the spot I was applying it to, and then once it was all smoothed out and dried, I went back and used an X-Acto knife just to cut around the edges. Then I made sure all the edges were just really nice and glued down. Some tips with decoupage: 1, work in small sections. 2, be gentle. You don't want it to tear a whole bunch on you, so try to smooth it out gently. You can use a roller or you can buy a special tool if you're doing a lot of decoupage to smooth out any wrinkles, but I just used my fingers and was just gentle and tried my best to get all of those little wrinkles out. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be pretty darn good. You do want to add a top coat, especially if there's going to be a lot of use, and this is a desk, so it will be. I did 3 coats of General Finishes High Performance Satin. This has definitely become one of my favorite top coats to use on my pieces. You want to make sure to use a water-based top coat on your decoupage so it doesn't change the color. This girl likes sparkle, so I lined the drawers with this sparkly pink wallpaper. When I line drawers, I like to cut the piece a little bit larger than the drawer, smooth it out in there, and then take my razor or X-Acto knife and trim the edges. All that was left at this point was a couple finishing touches, new hardware, and then I added some gold rub and buff just on the details that I had added, the appliques, so this rose that I put on the back, and then the rose little applique trim pieces on the front as well. Rub and buff is a paste wax, so I just put a little on a rag and rubbed it on. As a reminder, here is the before, here was the design, and then here is the finished product. I love how this turned out. I love this decoupage paper. It really makes it, and that's what inspired this entire design. I hope this little girl treasures this piece, and then it hits her targets for pink and fancy. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to follow and subscribe for more furniture flips and transformations. Bye!